Peter, we know that Jenna is sadly leaving the show this series. How is losing Clara going to affect the Doctor?
Well, I think it makes him have to think again about how he's been dealing with his life and his relationship with the cosmos, because Jenna's been, in a sense, a calming and tempering influence on him. He's clearly rather impatient with human beings and wants to get on with all of the glorious things that are available to him in his existence. So I think he's probably, it's thrown him.
The Doctor is a man who cherishes his friends, and because I think partly he's aware that it's inevitably fleeting for him. Friendship is postponed bereavement when you've got that long a lifespan. So it's going to knock him for six. I mean, it always does. If you think of the way we handle it in the modern show, it always half kills him, I think. So it's going to be pretty bad this time.
If he chooses to, he can find out what's going to happen in the future, and I suspect that he had explored some of that with Clara already, with what was likely to be happening to her. But I think it's still difficult for the individual who is the 12th Doctor to come to terms with.
You've talked about the next companion and how it'll probably be a new character. Do you already have sort of a character in mind? You're already thinking along?
We're forming it. I mean, I went into the Beeb yesterday and had a chat about the kind of person that we're going to find and how it's going to change and inflect the show. And that's even before, perhaps critically, before we even have a name for that person. So I'm still really quite early stages, but very clear on the change we're going to make to the tone of the show. Because the tone of the show is so driven by what we call the companion. It's so driven by that it's not just casting us. It's not casting the supporting character. It's the lead or the co-lead, and it will become their story. So it's a massive thing. That's one of the reasons I went into the Beeb to say this isn't trivial. This isn't just slotting somebody else into that part. This is starting a new story.
And do you think the dynamic works best with a single companion? Were you tempted to change it up, maybe do a TARDIS trio or something like that?
Well, I mean, I've done both. I mean, for most of my time, it was Amy and Rory on board the TARDIS, which I thought worked brilliantly. Everything is possible. There is absolutely no set formula for this at all.
Obviously, when the show started, there was a whole gang in the TARDIS, which was right for that time. And I think it has worked very well in the past with, Karen and Arthur. I thought were a great combination, and that worked really well. But I think it's good to have one companion who also, I think that throws the Doctor into sharper relief. It's more focused. You get to learn more about the Doctor as you explore that companion's relationship with him. And I think it's better for pictures too. You could do these kind of pictures, which always that is Doctor Who, isn't it? Yeah. It is that. It's the Doctor and his companion running away from a big explosion.
In a nutshell.
You don't want a gang of people.
And talking about the companion, but beyond that, I mean, do you have kind of solid plans in place now for Series 10? Do you have an idea when you start shooting? Or?
Well, everything's top secret at the moment, but what can I say about Series 10? I'm trying to remember my briefing notes now. I should get them with me now. We'll be shooting a full run plus Christmas. We'll be doing the thing, and I've got plans about who's going to be writing. I'm already talking to writers. I'm already got a sort of plan of the first episode, all of that. So business as usual as far as I'm concerned.